she's only going to have one cabinet position. I'm going to have to work in two.
That's right.
So I'll need a lot of help. So anyway, here's why. Department of Energy. All right, oil. Now, most people, if I ask you, where does oil come from? The oil that we pump out of the ground to make gasoline. And people will say dinosaurs.
Yeah, fossil.
Right? Fossil fuel.
We call it fossil fuel.
Well, that's wrong. It's not true. And this has been proven, and I'll tell you how. In 1970, a planetologist had a theory. And to prove his theory, he said, I'm going to go to the most unlikely place in the planet to drill for oil. Mm-hmm. And if I find oil, it proves my theory. So he went to Sweden, which is like the least likely place to find oil in the world, right? It's solid granite for like miles.
Right.
And they did what's called deep bore drilling. And sure enough, they found oil.
Yep.
And so his theory is that oil is not produced by dinosaurs. It's generated deep down in the core of the earth, and it bubbles up from there. And that's why when they do these shallow wells, like in this country, in Texas and Oklahoma and the Gulf, and they dry up, then they go back a few years later and they can pump oil again. Why? Did more dinosaurs turn into oil? No, they're being refilled from the bottom. The petrochemical engineers, he went to all these people to show them what he found, and they just scoffed at him and said, this is ridiculous.
Yep, they said, we don't want that.
Oil comes from dinosaurs, go away. So in Russia, they heard about this. They were happy to take that technology and do something with it.
Yes.
In the 70s, they made their first deep bore drilling rig, which means you're not drilling shallow, you go deep down, deep down. It's high pressure drilling, and they have a never-ending supply of oil over there, and that's why Russia has become so
it's what's making it a superpower again, because
they have their own bottomless pit of oil and natural gas, and they're exporting it all over Europe and Asia.
But they've also gone to other countries.
Wait.
Okay.
So capitalized on this technology and developed it and utilized it and are still using it today, while we say we have to... You're turning, right?
Yeah. Okay.
We think we need oil from the Middle East.
Right.
And are willing to stage massive multi-billion, trillion-dollar wars
and occupations
and lives of our soldiers, our military, to get oil or control oil, or somehow control the oil supply to make sure we have enough oil for our own national security.
Right.
Well, deep bore drilling can be done in this country the same way the Russians have done it, and we will have our own bottomless pit of oil.
Yeah.
I mean, the earth makes it every day. It will never run out.
Right.
So we wouldn't need to fight any more wars over oil.
Russia went to Vietnam.
No. Russia took this technology to North Vietnam, and also
many countries.
It's either Argentina or Brazil, somewhere in South America, and they have set up deep bore drilling rigs there. So those countries are producing oil in places where it shouldn't be able to be produced.
That's right.
And so that in itself will strengthen or basically secure our national security. We wouldn't need to fight wars over oil anymore.
Right.
And that combined with growing hemp, I mean, it's a win-win situation. The jobs, the money that can be made, we can export oil then. We'll be an oil exporter.
We can sell it.
Yep, we can sell it to whoever wants it. And we can compete with the Saudis and the Middle East. And probably that will bring the cost of oil down, the cost of energy down, right? Which makes everybody better off.
Yes.
If instead of right now, it's oil's around $2 to $2.50 a gallon, could cut it in half.
Easy.
So
And still make incredible money.
And the oil companies would still make a lot of money, and we would be spending less for our energy, which gives us more of available money, free money, to spend on other things like hemp clothing and hemp products.
That's right.
Hemp building products.
I'm going to put a link to a book.
So we have to wrap this up.
I'm going to put a link to a book called Deep Hot Biosphere by Thomas Gold.
Yep.
It's in the description. Check it out.
Check it out. So there you have our introduction to
our platform.
How we would be well suited for these cabinet positions.
That's right.
In the next
So Secretary of Agriculture and Energy.
And Madam Secretary of Transportation.
Thank you very much for taking part.
Visiting with us today.
We have to get fuel.
We have to.
All right, let's get some fuel in this beast.
All right. I need the fuel card. You need to go say hello.
Guess what? Wants to get
so nervous.
Oh, people feel.
Do we have a round table?
They don't have a round table, young man. What do you want to do? Oh, you want us shaking hands again?
What? I got it.
Oh, you got it?
These are
I'm Sir Willie B.
This is Sir Willie B. He has been knighted by the Queen. What about you?
Y'all keeping it? What's that?
And this is Miss Mama Bear.
Y'all come back now.
This is a GoPro. And I've got to get that.
Do you take this everywhere you go?
I do.
Oh, jeez.
This is my Uncle Carl, and this is my Uncle Bill.
As you can tell, I'm the pretty one.
We could have done without it.
And Uncle Ralph, where's he? He went with Dad?
Go with Dad.
Okay.
To get your mail.
Papa Bear forgot the mail, so we're here to pick up. I'm so happy.
So you're the camera lady, the director, the writer,
the editor,
and the editor, okay.
producer,
and all that.
I
Yes.
keep standing on them.
And the driver too.
Yeah.
Yes. That's good to see you. You know who this is.
Yes.
The Papa Bear.
They are.
Okay.
They are.
Gotta get on.
Get up. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Not bad for the old fella.
And I gotta hug this guy too. You put that down. Let me hug you.
So good to see you.
This is my Uncle Ralph. Who looks, he got on the phone yesterday and said hello. And I'm like, Dad, why are you saying hello in the middle of our conversation? You sound just like him. Have a seat. Have a seat.
Taking a bunch of selfies.
I think you're doing the day. It's convex, so it's quite This is from my brother. The Bears bought it, brought it to me today when we picked up mail.
Tear it apart, yes.
Okay, Russell made these
Yes.
for us. That's Jay's.
That's Jay's.
Wow.
Look at that,
Yeah.
Jayster.
You know, I've seen those
And
at
this
sporting
is Andrea's.
places. and
It's pink.
I thought,
Yes.
Yeah, I thought that's neat.
All
but-
truckers are going to want these.
Yep. So we got to start.
Thank you,
stocking them
Russ.
So we can sell
Thank
them.
you, Russ.
Oh, these are much
Yes.
better. Look at this.
I know.
Yes.
You made them?
Yes.
Rusty, my brother. Thank you. I love it. It's beautiful. And now I feel confident and safe and secure. I can survive anything because I have this.
Right. Put your hand over
Maybe
here.
we can now survive each other.
This is just a handsome table right here.
You know what's really neat? Look at this.
What's it done with? What's the material? Fabric?
It's like parachute cord, I think
Oh,
they call
okay.
it.
Yeah.
It's really strong stuff. You can make one of those
So cool.
in a young soccer.
Here's a little hobby.
Yes.
Russ, get your cards ready.
Yes.
Because everybody's gonna want
Yes.
them.
Yes. Y'all better go.
Yep, we gotta go.
You gotta
All right.
go.